All right, besties, let's turn my cluttered and barely functioning coffee bar into something more to this. To start out, I did purchase a few things that I need to put together, and hopefully that will help with the feng shui of the coffee bar to make it more functional and less cluttered and things like that. Let's get started on unboxing all of this, and then we will unpack all of that and we will put it back together and it will be beautiful. Here is a quick overview of what it's actually looking like right now. As you can see, it is cluttered, but I tried. My bag inspector is inspecting the bag. I bought a bunch of new skinny mixes and I'm so excited. As you know, I have those three up there and I love them. I have cinnamon dolce, brown sugar cinnamon, and caramel pecan. And then I purchased glazed donut, apple crisp. That's one of my biggest things with starting keto is I can't have apples anymore, which is my favorite. When I saw apple crisp, I'm like, yes, it is a limited time seasonal flavor. And I got sugar cookie, which is one of my favorite cookies. And then I bought this. It's a fall favorite syrup collection, and it has brown sugar cinnamon, which I already have, pumpkin spice. I thought that would be fun because I'm kind of getting into a pumpkin era. And then maple bourbon pecan. Now, does that just not sound delicious? And here's a recipe for a maple bourbon pecan cappuccino. It says 2 shots of espresso, add 1 tablespoon of the syrup, and then steam 3/4 of milk and pour. Oh, and here's a pumpkin spice latte. It's 2 tablespoons of pumpkin spice syrup with 1 cup of coffee, and you can add almond milk and whipped cream. That's cool. This is not sponsored by any means. I just happened to purchase those 3 flavors, and I have extras right here of those flavors, and I really liked it. And being on keto, I crave flavor, and I got these fun pink pumps just because the bottles are pink. So I got these. They're like little drawers, and they're for drink mixes, and I was thinking my salts, right? And then oh, this is a tea holder. I was like, wait a second, I was looking at the picture. It is a tea holder. So let's open that up. Because as you know, I drink a lot of herbal teas. The system I have in place for my teas works, but I was thinking if I go more vertical, it would work better. And also, maybe I could get rid of some of the boxes. It came with a little screwdriver. This coffee bar has been bothering me for so long, basically since I got it. I like it. I almost wonder if I should have got 2 of them. But at the same time, like this isn't our forever home. And I don't know if our forever home is going to have the space or anything like that. I didn't want to buy 2 of them and then not need it. But at the same time, like it doesn't really work like as far as all the space that I need. So that's kind of where I'm at. These things are so tiny. This thing that I'm building right here, and I can't even really get it. I'm kind of too fat fingered for this. Zane, what are you doing? You got the zoomies? You being silly? Hmm? You got the zoomies? This thing says easy to install, and I beg to differ. If you have the fingers of a child, maybe. I don't have that fat of a finger, and that was kind of hard. Let me keep the screwdriver, though. I might need it. And then last but not least, I have this, and it is for my syrups. It's a little riser or a rack for the syrups. Oh, it's already pre-assembled. Cool. I was thinking I was going to have to assemble it. Don't know what this is. Did I just break it? There's these little tabs. Don't know what they go to. I think this one came off of this one. Okay. We're going to put that right here. see. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I got the black one with the dark wood. I love black and dark wood together. Oh, did you see that? Look at that. It's magnetic. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's all magnetic. This one's not as strong. Oh, it is strong. It just doesn't hold together. Okay, that's cool. I did not know that was going to be magnetic. But yeah, that little tab that fell off, it's just to hold it in place. Hey, he was inspecting the bag, but it was like on my leg. So he was clawing my leg. All right. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, what if we move the machines down there and then have the coffee cups and then have syrups and things right here? That's what I'm thinking for that. But before we work up there, let's get this stuff organized down here first because I don't know. I just feel it needs to be. So also, I'm going to put those three there, and then I'll put those three there. And then these are smaller bottles. I'm thinking my pump may not work. But I'm thinking, what if we put smaller bottles? No, they probably need to go down here. I was going to say up here, but then they're kind of hidden. Oh no. I didn't even think about my pumps not fitting the bottles. Oh man. Okay. Another problem for later. I kind of makeshift made this work in here with the salt drinks. I'm actually using paper holders, and then I took this one and placed it on top of a basket, right? That's what I'm saying. Just trying to make it work, but it wasn't really working. So let's organize these. I normally go random, but let's organize it in flavors and brand. Raspberry, cherry, booyah, cherry. These are all booyah. I buy booyah and cherry chill in bulk pack. I do have a lot of them. And then these are different salts. If you're curious as to what my favorite flavors are, I like the booyah berry from Salt, and I like the cherry chill from Salt, and then I like the watermelon from Element, the raspberry from Element. That's actually what I'm drinking right now, is raspberry. And then sometimes I like the citrus. I kind of have to be in the mood for it. But what I like to do with the citrus one is mix it with a 7-Up. I know that sounds crazy, but it's, I'm going to say spicy, but not in a spicy kind of way, but in a spicy kind of way. It definitely makes your taste buds wake up and be like, yo, what are we doing? Okay, so I say let's do a tray of salt. Go in there. And then put those right there. Okay. So this is all Salt brand, and then we'll do a tray of Element. I also have cups, and these are flavors. These are ones I cannot drink. My fiance drinks these. Amazon sent me this brand. It's Hydrate. But they sent me this brand instead of the one I had ordered, but this one has sugar in it, so I can't have that one. And then I have a cup full of the drinks that I do not like, and as you can see, there are citrus ones in there. Sometimes I kind of have to be in the mood for citrus. Some days I'm like, oh, I'll drink them, and then some days I'm like, no, not so much. But here's the ones I don't like. I do not like orange. So there's orange salt or orange element and orange salt. I do not like. Mondo melon, I don't know. It's kind of not really my favorite. Endless Summer is supposed to be strawberry lemonade. It kind of tastes dusty. to be honest. And my fiance was like, "Oh, strawberry lemonade," and I'm like, "No." And then he tried it, and he was like, "Ugh, it does kind of taste dusty." And then here's VP. I absolutely hate peach. So there was peach in here as well. He drank this. And then here's a chocolate salt element. Not my favorite either. And then I have another cup, and this is all Celsius packets because sometimes you have to have the Celsius on the go. So actually, those can go in my little thing too. This is definitely a Mindy stack. Oh, I thought that was empty. That's why I took it out. But Celsius can go in here. Okay. But he likes that I keep them separate so he knows which ones he can drink and which ones I'm not grabbing for. But then that'll be nice to have my cups freed up. So this was my way that I was organizing them. It worked. I have so many dandelion ones. The rest of them I don't even have that much of. In fact, I need to buy more of these. Let me tell you the flavors I have. So I have ginger and turmeric tea, which helps with bloating and things like that. And then I have perfectly mint. And this one is kind of like when I'm craving something, like if I'm hungry but I'm not hungry, like if I'm mentally hungry, then I will drink that one. Because you're mentally hungry doesn't mean you're actually hungry. And then my all-time favorite, dandelion tea. Now I do buy things in bulk, so I have a lot of boxes. And then I also have chamomile, but this one's different. It came in these. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to take it out of this because why did it come in a pouch like that? That's like open air. I think I'm just going to leave this one in its box. But honestly, it was stacked under these and I forgot I even had it. So I'm just going to organize this just a little bit. Definitely need to buy more mint tea. Now the ginger tea, I'll be honest, it's hard to drink. It's very hard to drink. If you've ever had ginger tea, you know. But I do keep it on hand. But it's not my go-to. This one, the dandelion tea, is my go-to, which is so funny because when I first got it, I was like, this is gonna be so bitter. And look at me. It's like fall. That's what it tastes like. And this is the roasted dandelion spice. That's probably why it tastes like fall, because it's like a spice. But it is so good. And then the perfectly mint, I'm not in so much of a rush to buy it because I do drink it at work. They have packets of random tea that we can have. We have a whole coffee bar at work too. So sometimes, I'll be honest, I'll just drink their tea. I think I'm just gonna have just enough space for this. It's like, oh, what tea do you like? Dandelion. I had a dandelion tea just a little bit ago, actually. Okay. So here's this. I'm gonna put the chamomile tea up front. And then I have my stack of koozies, which I have in the stack of koozies. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it works in a minute. I need to buy more of these. It was a 2-pack, but I honestly think I need like a 5-pack. Oh, and let me see if this works. Because if you could actually rotate it, yes, absolutely. That's what we're doing. Because then when I get more, I can stack them. Yes, yes. This makes me so happy. That's perfect. Okay. Let's rotate these. Yes. So like this, and then I can get more vertical without going too wide. Absolutely. Because see, if I were to stack them wide, I could only do if I could do 4, right? But now I can do like 6 and not take up any more space because it's all vertical. Yes. Oh, and you know what? Oh no, it won't fit. I was thinking for the time being, just stack them on that. It won't fit. Perfect. Love that for me. I'm also thinking my spare bottles, maybe stick them right here. And I don't even know what's in here. I haven't even been in here in so long. I don't even know. What is this? I forgot I had this. Look, it's okay. This is amino acids, by the way. Okay. Aminos. Okay, I have a better idea. What if we put the syrups in here? Right, I know they stick out. That's okay. Put my aminos right there so I don't forget I have it again. Will that fit now? No. But I could lay it down. And then my little bear. And then we have extra coffee cups and plastic wine glasses. So I want to leave that in there. And then this is a candle that's a dumpster fire. Okay. I am absolutely loving the way that looks so far. Like I said, I need to get more drink mixes or drink thingies. And then over here, so we have my cups, and then I have the Lazy Susan right here, and these are all our K cups. Honestly, we don't even drink hot chocolate, so I'm gonna see about getting rid of it because that was kind of my thing, and I don't do it anymore because these have sugar in them. But I'm about to have a house full of people, and they will take them. Take a hot chocolate and mix it with a coffee, and then you have a chocolate mocha. Absolutely. That's exactly what I used to do. I can't even get this door open. I'm thinking when I move the coffee pot over that I might just put this one under it. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Very carefully move this. Okay. I used to have 2 of those trees and I got rid of one of them because we didn't have the space. But we're going to make space. We're going to make this work. Oh, and then one coffee cup was sitting there because I literally tell my fiance he could not put any of my cups up, and then he rotates his 2. All those are mine except for 2. I'm kind of mean to him. And he was like, I set my coffee out for the morning, don't move it. And I'm like, it is definitely going to be moved, and you're not going to know where it is. He's like, I will wake you up. He's always making jokes. He's always like, as soon as I get to know where stuff is in the house, then you rearrange it. I mean, isn't that what a girl does? And what we're supposed to do? All right, so here's what I'm thinking. Ugh, I freaking hate this machine. Unstick yourself. Slide over. Could move the little decor pieces. They were just kind of hiding back there. And then this is the remote. Look, this thing has lights. Maybe. There we go. I'm going to clean it too, but this is the Mr. Clean Spiced Harvest. Oh my gosh. Like if you want things to smell like fall, this spray is it. Smells so good. Putting plastic on this was one of the best things I did to keep this whole area clean. And then, actually, let's move this one back up a smidge. I can push this thing behind it. This electrical, the electrics. Perfect. Good enough. I didn't even know those would fit on the same mat. So look at me buying 2 mats to solve one problem. Well, actually, we could put this one over here. And then because our syrups are going to go over here, right? So what I'm thinking is still have the coffee cups here, have the syrups over here. Well, no, I don't really like that. Okay. My little plastic's messed up. Perfect. And then we'll put the sugar right here. And here's what I'm thinking. Brown sugar, honey, honey, you are my bear. I could fill it out with just putting my other 2. Would that be weird? Could put this down, right? And then maybe put the spares up top. So I have an extra caramel pecan and cinnamon dolce. And I could put those like behind it just to make it look full. All right, let's do that. And honestly, since this one's the same as the big one, I could just dump some of that in there. What do you think? And then if we do that, then I could put this right here. Okay, I like it. What do you think? I like it. I like it a lot. Freshly brewed coffee? Nope, turn yourself off. All right, let me show you a quick overview of what the coffee bar looks like now. Not much changed over here, but over here, a lot has changed. Thank you guys for helping me with my coffee bar, and I'll see you on the next one.